Again, everyone, I'm Christina Martinez-Williams. I live in Fort Washington, Maryland, and have two little girls who are 6 and 7 and a husband. And tomorrow we're going on a road trip. And I just got back from a road trip to the same place that we're going. I just got back from. And an innate statement for me is something that has been near and dear to my experience in Prove It, and one that I have embraced fully and use every single day. And my girls as well, I had taught it to them. They have one that they've been saying, I think, for 3 years, and we need to rewrite it. And it's just a part of us, and we have become better versions of ourselves as a result. So I'm excited to continue with this. I know that it's super powerful. I've got to hear a lot of people's innate statements this last week when I was together with a bunch of provers, and people's eyes light up when they speak about who they are in their greatness. It's pretty incredible to watch smiles change and to watch eyes brighten. So welcome, Nick, and I'm going to pass it on to Nick.
Awesome. Thank you, Christina.
Yep.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you on tonight. Last week when we did this innate statement call, if you missed it, no problem. It's recorded. You can go back and watch it so you'll catch up on all that we're talking about. But it looks like most of you were able to be on and have a statement. So we just wanted to check in. I didn't want to do the call and just say, bye, we'll see you again next year when we do this again. I wanted to actually just check in and kind of see where everybody was at. One of the things leaving that was to take action, right? We wrote the statement on the call. I think everybody had it either written down or somewhere that they could access it. And what was the homework? Does somebody remember what the homework is? Want to type it in the chat? What was the assignment? I believe the base assignment was just to say it once a day, at least 5 times each time when you're doing it. And then bonus points would be for doing it 3 times. And then I know Mitch gave us like double bonus points, which was write it with your non-dominant hand. Did anybody take part in Mitch's challenge there, writing it with your hand, your non-dominant hand, by a show of hands? Awesome. A couple of you. How was that experience? I see Tracy in the top of my screen. Tracy, come off mute real quick.
It was weird. It took forever. And so I'm hoping it goes faster every time I do it.
How do you notice that your statement seems to be a little bit more ingrained in you? Do you feel like it's becoming more part of you? Did Definitely. You have your statement memorized before this?
No.
If I were to ask you to say it right now, because I know you shared on the Zoom last week, do you feel like it's inside of you now?
Parts of it are.
Cool.
I don't have it completely memorized yet, but
that's fine. Cool. Thanks for sharing. There's no right or wrong to this process, guys. Sometimes some of you might be like, yeah, I said it 4 times and now it's in my body. It took me a solid probably month or 2 to get it to the point where it was truly innate, right? It was truly inside of me. So you can't judge that process by any means. It's really more just going through that process, that activity. I'd love to take a few questions first. If anybody has a question, they're welcome to come off mute here in just a second and ask. And then what I want to do is hear a few of your guys' statements before we move on to some other topics that we have tonight. But are there any questions about this exercise, about the activity, anything that's in your head around it? This is your chance to ask. I've got Mitch on as well. I think he popped on. And then Christina and I are here and can help answer any questions that you guys have. Anyone at all? Nothing. You guys are easy. There's got to be something that you're just like, well, what about this? Or I'm feeling a certain way. This is your chance. This is a powerful tool.
Okay, I'm off mute.
All right, what's up?
I wasn't here last week, and this is kind of a whirlwind because I'm just gonna start being a sponsor. I haven't even gotten my stuff yet or ordered. Awesome. So we should just watch the video from last week to catch up with the innate.
Absolutely. There's a recording. Whoever you're working with, just grab it from them and watch it and you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Perfect. Sounds good.
So, thanks for being here.
Okay, thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks for having us. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, who would like to share their innate statement? Who's ready to read it? I see faces. Susan, how's it going? I see you on my screen there, Susan Camacho.
It's good. It's good. I
You got
missed
your
last
statement?
week too.
Oh, you missed last week? Did you watch
Yes.
the replay?
I didn't. How do I find the link?
I'll text it to you.
Thank you.
It's in the Pulse also, though. You can find it in the Pulse, or you can find it on the Better Starts Here YouTube, but I'll make sure that you have it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Who was just, I see another.
Mine.
What's that?
But I'll read mine.
All right, Sherry, go for it.
I am Sherry Phelps. I am fearless, amazing. I am faithful and strong. I am a badass mother, grandmother, a believer in Christ. I am a life changer. I am positive in all my decisions. Lead by example. I break barriers and always stay motivated. I prove it every day and I freaking rock.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Sherry. That was awesome. All right, who's next? I saw Cindy's hand. What's up, Cindy? iPad. Cindy's iPad.
Sorry, I had to come out to the kitchen where it was. All right. It says, I, Cindy Scott, am confident, feisty, determined, giving, grateful, dedicated, committed, wife, mom, grandma, friend, problem solver, who encourages, loves hard, believes in others, creates memories, who is passionate and dreams bigger. I freaking rock and prove it every single day. And I'm from the rainy state of Washington.
Awesome, Cindy. All right, I want you to read one more time, this time with the double your smile and double your energy.
Oh, crap.
You can do it. You can do it.
I, Cindy Scott, am a confident, feisty, determined, giving, grateful, dedicated, committed wife, mom, grandma, friend, problem solver, who encourages, loves hard, loves hard, believes in others, creates memories, who is passionate and dreams bigger. I freaking rock, and I prove it every single day.
I love
and I'm
it.
from rainy Washington.
Awesome. All right. Every time you say it out loud, and I want you to think, oh, shoot, would Nick make me say this again with more energy or not? So by the time you do 5 of them, you need to be at like a level 12. Okay.
All right. You need to catch me at 4:00 in the morning when I first am going.
Hey, no problem. No problem. That was awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Who's next? Jamie Beasley.
All right. I got to say that I love my cowgirl hat. I just can't take it off. I'm loving it. All right. Let me stand up. I am a benevolent, magnetic, creative, limitless, fun, intuitive, driven, empowered creator. I am a powerful motivational speaker, world traveler, ambassador of happiness, and an unstoppable legend who joyfully leads with an open heart, living my full potential, empowering others, and attracting incredible opportunities and success in my life. I enjoy my journey as I prove it every single day, and I fucking rock.
Woo! All right, Jamie. Good job. Love it. Who else wants to share? Either raise your real hand, your virtual hand. I see Christine. What's up, Christine?
Hello. Hi. I, Christine Bastille, am a joyful, brave, confident, dedicated, compassionate mom, friend, hiker, believer, survivor, woman of action, business owner who learns daily, loves deeply, empowers others, has faith, and spreads joy. I freaking rock, and I prove it every day.
Woo! Wow. I felt that one. I love it, Christine. Thank you. Who else wants to go? We got time for a lot of these. Natalie Zareski.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
I, Natalie Zabrowski, am a consistent, loyal, kind, honest, happy, magnetic, confident mother, wife, problem solver, world traveler, entrepreneur, visionary who is a fear conqueror, designs life, leads with compassion, loves hard, trusts the process, constantly improving and dreaming bigger. I freaking rock, and I prove it every single day. I am from Baltimore.
Woohoo! All right. Awesome. Way to go. Sufin Gmail. I see your virtual
Nick,
hand
how's it
raised.
going?
Go for it. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, I'm Susan Fenwick, and I'm warm, compassionate, and adventurous wife, mother, sister, auntie, friend who believes in the strength and ability of others. I focus on positivity to inspire, mentor, and learn from every situation and person I come in contact with. And I'm open to new ideas and experiences to continue my growth while I prove it every single day, yo.
Woohoo! All right. Thank you, Susan. Awesome. I love it. Who's next?
I'm ready.
I'll go, Amy.
All right, I'm Amy, confident, passionate, inspiring, magnetic, fiercely beautiful, driven, non-judgmental, badass mom, boss, wife, Christian, influencer, motivator, goal crusher, changing lives daily, making memories, inspiring greatness, spreading positivity and love, living the once impossible, loving life, praising God for all things. I freaking rock, and I prove it every day.
Woo. All right. Thank you, Amy. That's awesome. Who's next? We're cranking through these. We can do a lot. Who hasn't gone yet? Liz Grant, what's up? And then we'll go Sandra.
I, Elizabeth Grant, am a successful, inspiring, confident, funny, generous leader, mama, prayer warrior, visionary, encourager who trusts the Lord, empowers others, manifests new possibilities, conquers fear, and I am loved, and I prove it every single day.
Woo! Thank you, Liz. Awesome. Sandra.
I, Sandra Borrego, am inspiring, empowering, caring, giving, adventurous, confident, Christian friend, warrior, memory maker, world traveler, life changer who inspires greatness, promotes positivity, fears less, manifests new possibilities, motivates others to become the best versions of themselves. I freaking rock. I am a champion. I prove it every day. I am blessed.
Woo! I love it. Love the smile too. Thank you, Sandra. Who's next? Raise your hand. Turn your camera on if you're not on your camera and you're ready to share. Who hasn't shared yet? Let's see. Pat, what's up, Pat? Oh, I can't hear you. Almost. Got to come off mute. Where'd you go? All right. Who's next? Well, Pat will come back in a minute. Let's do two more. There we go. Emily Chase. And then we'll go Christy Hall.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I have to say, this has got me so fired up listening to you guys read all of yours. I, Emily Chase, am a happy, healthy, wealthy, worthy, patient, persistent, bold, confident, and magnetic mom, wife, mentor, visionary, entrepreneur, world adventurer, and generational chain breaker and believer who promotes positivity, inspires and empowers others to pursue better, conquers fears, creates magical moments, and dares to dream bigger. I'm freaking amazing. I prove it every day, and I'm from New Hampshire.
Woo! Love it. Thank you, Emily. Christy Hall.
Hello.
Hello.
I, Christy Hall, am worthy, brave, sassy, grateful, strong, compassionate, loyal, and fierce warrior, mother, advocate, survivor, traveler, caregiver who jumps without looking, open to new possibilities, creates memories, loves hard, and attracts people. I freaking rock, and I prove it every day.
Awesome. Woo! Awesome. Thank you. Oh, there's Pat. All right, Pat.
All right.
This dude can't do anything without me. What can I say?
By choice. It's by choice. She don't know that though. I, Pat Beasley. I, Pat Beasley, am a joyful, patient, successful, reliable, funny, and empathetic soulmate, dad, factivator, life star, and international man of attraction who dances with fear, sees beauty and excitement in the unknown, makes quick decisions, listens to understand, assumes good intent of others, and sips from the cup of failure in order to fill the springs of success. I am Pat Beasley.
Love it. I love it. Thank you, Pat.
Woo!
All right. We still got time for a couple more. If somebody else wants to go, come off mute. Who do we got? Who hasn't shared yet? Let's see. Joy, I see you looking for the mute button. Joyce Stinsick, do you want to share? Do you have one?
I am a newbie. This is my first time, and I have not prepared that.
Okay, no problem.
I was told to look at the video from before, but I didn't have a chance to do that. But I'm jumping on now.
All right. Well, you're in the right spot. Thanks for being here. Welcome. And check out that video. You'll love it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mitzi, I know you have one. Let's go. Got to hit the unmute button. There you go.
I'm Mitzi Lowe, and am an active, resilient, humble, successful, brave, positive Christian wife, mom, motivator, leader who learns, prays, has faith, inspires, attracts people, empowers others, and changes lives. I totally rock, and I prove it every single day. I am a child of God.
Woo! Good job. All right. I want you to do one more time, this time with a bigger smile and double the energy, because I know you got more in you.
Hang on. Gotta get it.
There you go. There you go.
Up here. All right. I, Mitzi Lowe, am an active, resilient, humble, successful, brave, positive Christian wife, mom, motivator, leader who learns, prays, has faith, inspires, attracts people, empowers others, and changes lives. I totally rock, and I prove it every single day. I am a child of God.
Woohoo! All right. Thank you, Mitzi.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Well, I love this activity. It's just the energy from all of you is phenomenal. It's so much fun. The purpose of this exercise is not for this to be something that you just do for a couple days and stop, right? That's why we did the Zoom, to check in. And my challenge to you guys is we have another kind of team-wide call coming up at the beginning of June. And we're going to share a few of these on that call as well, just to keep it going. So I want you all to keep doing this at least once a day, 5 times a day. If you can do a couple of them 5 times a day, then let's go with that. But let one time a day be your minimum, because I know that you definitely have the ability to do that. And I do know the power of this over time. So Mitch is on here. Mitch, do you have any thoughts or anything to add just on continuing to stay consistent at this exercise, and instead of just letting it fall flat, letting it be something that they utilize?
Well, listen, it's anything we start that's new is, and we, we'll read it. Part of us will maybe doubt it a little bit, or maybe uncertain, or energy isn't up. It is the repetition. I always talk about the 3 R's: repetition, repetition, repetition. Like that's how we learn. That's how we lay down new neural pathways in our brain, is through the repetition of it. So the challenge is sometimes we feel differently after we say it. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we feel incredibly empowered after we say it. Sometimes we feel, So the idea is that when you don't feel what you think you're going to feel, or you were told you were going to feel, or what somebody looked like on the screen that they were feeling, then you go, yeah, this isn't for me, or yeah, this doesn't work. The key is the consistency. The key is the willingness to do it. It's just the same thing with ketones, right? Somebody can drink it once and go, well, gosh, I didn't really feel anything. This doesn't work for me, right? Because they're hearing other stories about people who, had 3 gulps or 3 sips and flying through the moon, right? So it's a whole different story. So what we want to educate people on is what happens over time with ketones in the body, the consistency of taking it, of allowing your body to adjust to a new fuel source. Well, you're allowing your brain and your body to adjust to a new tool that will sometimes pay dividends in the moment and other times won't. When I was working exclusively with couples, I used to give them a specific tool that they should use when they were in, let's say, in an argument. And then one time it would work, and then the next time it didn't work, and they go, yeah, it doesn't work. I'd go, keep going, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And through that process, eventually they go, thank God I listened to you, because it's sticking now. Like, I'm starting to trust myself. That's the key, that I'm actually on to something. I'm willing to trust myself that this is something I'm willing to stick with. Because if you think about it, and a lot of times we do certain things, how is not sticking with your statement and not being consistent with it, how is it like your prove it business? How is it like your relationships? How is it like your life? So what you're doing is a lot of times there's that metaphor for how you do one thing is how you do everything. The challenge is, if you don't do things with consistency, you will always get the inconsistent results that you've gotten, or the sporadic results that you've gotten, or the all or nothing results that you've gotten, or the nothing results that you've gotten. That's a guarantee. So there's an upside here. You can keep doing what you've always done, which is not do the statement, and life will be what life has been. Or you can trust yourself enough and trust us enough in this process to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, and then watch what happens over time. Maybe it's a week, maybe it's 2 weeks, maybe it's a month, maybe it's 2 months. Are you willing to give it that? We always tell people when we're talking about ketones, hey, give me 60 to 90 days. Well, I do this. Give me 60 to 90 days on this product. I didn't say try 5. Give me 60 to 90 days on this product and you won't recognize your life. So now I know that I've got 60 or 90 days and they've got 60, and I know it's going to change. Well, give yourself 60 to 90 days of doing this process every single day, as Nick has suggested. There's only upside here, folks. I promise you, there's only an upside. If it doesn't work, you went through, you followed through, you were consistent with something, it proved that you could be consistent with something. So you can only win here. That's what I got, Nick.
Love it. Makes sense. Easy to do, easy not to do. So, well, I'm excited to hear a few more statements on our community-wide call in June, the beginning of that. So keep that in mind. Before we do sign off, though, I've got a few things just to run through. I'm really excited to actually have this call mid-month from a business standpoint, because we're always kicking off the month and never kind of huddling up before the month is over. So we have 2 weeks left, 2 full weeks, like 14 days before the month is over. And I'll say this, there's more months left than there was that has preceded us. What does that mean? It means we always do probably, I don't know, 2/3 of our volume in the last 2 weeks and 1/3 of our volume in the first week. It's just kind of how it works. Why? Because there's sales. Why? Because it's close of the month. People are running for goals and that kind of thing. And there's always a lot of smart chips that run at the end of the month. So there's lots of time. And there's certain things that we're working with right now. And a couple of them are promotions that we have team-wide, and also some other things that we have company-wide. And then before this call ends, we're going to launch a fun kind of challenge or promotion that I'm really excited about. And I think you'll find it as a helpful tool. But you have to stay tuned for that at the end. So the first thing is the 500 Club and the 1,000 Club. We're still running that. If you've already earned like your coasters or your shaker bottles, type which one you got in the chat and type if you like them. I want to grab one real quick. They're right behind my screen here. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. I'm excited to be sending more of these out. Like, these are just so much fun. So if you have not yet hit this, like if you haven't earned these yet, the link to submit when you hit 500 in new volume or when you hit 1,000 new volume is still in the Better Starts Here Facebook group. And I know we've already had a lot of people hit. So Congrats to those who have. If you're not quite there yet, you still got lots of months left. You could be at 0 right now and you could hit the 1,000. Like, it's very, very possible. And for those of you that if last month you got the coasters, but you didn't get the bottle yet, guess what? You can get the bottle this month. If you didn't hit the coasters last month, you can still get both of them this month. So let's have fun with that. And if you already hit it, meaning you got both of these last month, get the 500 or the 1,000 club again, get a shout out on Facebook from your sponsor, and let's just have some fun celebrating our wins. The other thing that's happening right now company-wide is Pace Setter. And that promo has been going every single month. It's a super powerful promo. 3 new customers, 2 new promoters. Again, it's one of those things, because we have 2 weeks left. We got a lot of months. If you have 0 and 0 right now, guess what? You can get 3 and 2 before the end of the month. If you already have 2 new customers, you need 1 more. Let's go start talking to people and having that promoter conversation, or the, hey, do you want to do what I'm doing conversation? Share the resources, the call that we did on Sunday. It's awesome. Anytime we do those promoter calls, guess what happens? My phone starts to blow up with notifications of so-and-so just joined your team as a promoter. So-and-so just signed up as a promoter under all of you guys. I'm like, oh, who's this person? Oh, they're down 5 levels deep under Becca. Or, oh, they're down way deep under somebody else. And they keep coming in. Why? Because we put intention, energy, and focus. I was reading or listening to a podcast, but it wasn't really a podcast. It was a radio show by this guy named Earl Nightingale today. And he had this talk that he did back in the 1940s. And what's funny is everything that he talked about in this, you can either Google it or go to Apple Music, just type in Earl Nightingale. Everything that he was talking about is exactly what we've been talking about. What are you focusing on? Where is your energy? And he says that which you think about, you become. So if you're thinking about how amazing like this business is and how you're going to find promoters and how you're hitting Pace Setter, guess what? Your brain goes to work to try to answer that problem, to try to create a solution to how do I go find these promoters? Oh, I need to have those conversations. If you're focused on, oh, I don't have enough. Oh, I don't think I can do it. Then your brain tries to validate that. It seeks to find reasons that you can't. So we get to choose what our thoughts are. So let's plant the thoughts of, all right, I'm running for this. I'm hitting it. We have till the end of the month. So that's coming up. The other thing that's coming up is our opportunities to invite and our opportunities to learn. I want you to think about the calls that we do as a team around that aspect. So number 1, invite. Tomorrow night, we have a guest call. Melissa Butler, mom now of 4. She is like a 3-month-old. We'll be hosting it. It'll be super awesome. There'll be great stories. If you have anybody that you've been talking to, this is a great opportunity to validate the conversation. If you have somebody that says it was too expensive, get them on to listen to Melissa. If you have somebody that said, I'm not sure yet, invite them to listen. If you have somebody that commented on a Facebook post a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago, invite them. If you have somebody you've never talked to about ketones, guess what? You can invite them. Why? Because the call will do the work for you, right? The call will do the work for you. Once you get them on, you might have to invite them to 5 calls. You might have to invite them to 10 calls. But eventually either you're going to say, hey, are you interested? And they're going to say no. And you're going to say, awesome. Or you're going to say, are you interested? They say, yeah, I've just been really busy. Awesome. I'll invite you to next week's. So it's going to be a great call. Utilize it. That's tomorrow night. And then Thursday at noon, we have another training. Aisha Bedell is going to be hosting it along with another promoter, and it's going to be around how to do a table or a booth. So I've been getting lots of questions. Nick, I've got a craft fair, or I've got a farmer's market in my community, or a bridal show, or a flea market, or a health expo. I want to do a table. What do I do? Aisha has been doing events and tables with ketones since the beginning, literally 6.5 years. That's how she's built really her entire business. And she is a master at teaching and training on it. So she will be hosting that. That will be Thursday. The calls that we did the last 2 weeks they're archived. They'll be on the Better Starts Here Facebook group. They're already in the Better Starts Here YouTube. So Ashley and a couple other promoters on Thursday last week talked about Facebook, which is really powerful. And then on the first week that we had, it was Jody and Diane talking about belly to belly, just how to have conversations. So this week is the booths. The following week will be about Facebook stories, Instagram stories, just how to maximize your stories and how to tell a story in your story rather than just putting random stuff out there. Should be really powerful as well. That we also have some Genuity Circles. Is that this Sunday, Christina? Perfect. This Sunday. Tune in for that. It's not related to selling ketones. It's related to connecting through pictures, and it's tons of fun and something that all of you are invited to participate in to just build relationships and just connect with other promoters just in a different environment. So all of that being said, the thing that we're going to launch tonight is something super fun. We've done this in the past, but this one's a little bit different, and I'm going to go through some of the rules. But before I do, I'm going to have Amber come off mute. Where are you at, Amber?
I'm here.
Hey, there you are. And Amber actually has been working hard to put this together for us. She's kind of the, I don't know, she's my go-to person when it comes to, hey, can you do that? Can you make a graphic? Can you create this? She's super creative with Canva and super resourceful. So Amber, what do you got for us?
Hey guys, my name's Amber. I'm from Oregon. I'm a mom of 6 and I've been drinking ketones now for about 20 months. I'm excited for this new bingo because it's all about social media. And like Nick said, we had this great call last Thursday that talks a lot about different strategies and ways to grow social media. Some of the things on the card are like share your product story, post something you learned from Prove It, join 2 new Facebook groups. So most of the things on the card can be used on any platform unless it's like specific to like the one I just said, join 2 new Facebook groups. So there's a few things I wanted to point out just really quickly that you may not know. One of them is post a fun engagement post, graphics on team page. So if you don't know what that means, I posted one tonight. The one I posted said something like, hey, what do you do for work? Let's get to know each other better. The reason I posted that is because I wanted a whole lot of people commenting, and everybody loves to say what they do for work. And also it's going to lead into some cool conversations about what I do for work. So there's kind of a twofold thing there. And last time I looked, I posted an hour ago and there was over 70 comments. So I can dig back in there. That's called an engagement post, where you're just trying to get people to engage in your post. So there's lots of cool ideas online and as well on the Facebook group. So look for those. Another one is a story sequence. I can give you an example of that. It's just a planned out sequence of stories in Facebook or Instagram, like 4 or 5, for example. Here's a quick one. Let's say that you want to talk about the benefit of sleep and ketones. So you're going to start the first story out. Here's my example with a poll. How many hours of sleep do you get? All right, that's story number 1. The second one could be a fact story. Did you know that in America, the average person gets this amount of sleep? Story number 3, you could say is how many hours of sleep you get and how many hours of sleep, or you used to get, and how many hours of sleep you get now that you're drinking ketones. And the last one could be now that you drink this product, and a little bit of science about ketones. That's called a story sequence. And that's one of the things. And I think, Nick, you just mentioned that that's one of the classes that we're going to have at the end of the month, which is super cool. There's so many fun things and strategies you can do in your stories rather than just posting random things. It's presenting a problem and then having a resolution to the problem. So that's on the bingo card. Another thing that's fun on the bingo card is have somebody audit your Facebook page, looking for salesy things, looking for ads. Those are the things you don't want on your page because you get flagged by the algorithm on Facebook or Instagram. So anyways, looking forward to that. Nick has some rules that we're going to go by, but I am going to put the bingo card on the Better Starts Here Facebook page just as soon as the call's over so we can get started right away. So back to you, Nick.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Amber. It's going to be super fun. So here's what's unique about this bingo card and this challenge is in order to be entered into our drawing, which we'll do at our kickoff call in June, is you have to have a blackout. And here's why that's the rule is because there's nothing on the card that you can't do. There's nothing on the card that's out of your control, meaning there's not you have to enroll somebody with a max pack or you have to enroll a new person with XYZ. There's no results driven things. It's all activity. So here's what's neat. You can look at it and there's nothing on there that's physically not possible for you to check off. Now, if you try to do it all in one day, you're probably not going to have time, or you're probably not going to want to do that. However, if you use it as a tool and consistently each day check off 1 or 2 boxes, you'll easily have that blackout. Okay. That's like when I saw that and I was just reading through it, I'm like, everybody can do this. Oh, but they're going to have to be consistent in order to get it done. Ooh, this sounds like something really good. So what I love about this is, regardless of if you're in your brain, you're like, oh, I like to do belly to belly, I'm not into social media. It doesn't matter, because if you're great at having conversations while you're out, guess what? You're going to want them to start following you so that you have a longer relationship with them. So the cool thing of, if you create at least a little bit of a muscle and you can show at least a little bit of your life on, at the minimum, Facebook, now as you meet people at a booth, a table, while you're at the grocery store, and then you connect with them on social media, it might be a month later, it might be 2 months later, it might actually be 3 years later, where they message you and say, oh my gosh, I've been following you for the last 3 years and I love XYZ. Can you give me some more information about ketones? That's just how it works, right? It's how it works. I watched Jamie Hill get 13 phone numbers in a 3-hour period, as we were just having fun at a park, right? And there are other people out there and we're doing similar things. So she just had conversations and she got 13 people's phone numbers. Guess what? She connected with them all on Facebook. Now it doesn't matter if they buy today or if they buy in 6 months. She has 13 new people that are now following and friends with her, and because she's posting consistently. So she has used the art of talking to people, right, with also the art of being able to share who you are, because these people don't live near her. So it's the marrying of the two, which is where you'll really find a long-term sweet spot. So this card is designed to give you ideas, the bingo card. It's a lot of it's post idea related, which is, in my mind, super helpful, because there are days where, like, what do I post? And this is actually something to help you do that. So have some fun with it. If you do have questions, just work with your nearest champ or sponsor. And if they can't help answer any of the questions, I'm always available. And I think you'll find that it's pretty self-explanatory and fun. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be a great rest of the week. Stay tuned to your pulse for fun stuff that's coming this week as far as flavors and fun. I think you probably saw a lot of stuff being teased around a protein. I would expect that to come very, very, very soon. And I think you'll love the flavor. Also, I know the new Keto Up was available only to us at the beginning of the month. So that's going to be coming soon for customers, the Tangerine Sun. And I would suspect some other good stuff for the month. So cool. Tomorrow is the 18th. You're right. Crazy. Awesome. Christina, I'll turn it back over to you.
All right. Wonderful. Who is excited for the next, I don't even know how many days are in this month, but the next days till the month ends? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're excited. Now, I want you, before we get off the Zoom, to look back at your I am statement, your innate statement. And so everyone get it out wherever you are, on your phone, get it out. I'll give you like 10 seconds, get it out. And I want you to read it to yourself and find the words that bring you joy and energy right now in this moment. And when you find 2 of them, write them in the chat. I want to fill the rest of this space with the energy and joy that comes from being you and from stepping into yourself. Magnetic, yes, Nick. Passionate, inspiring. And if it's a phrase, that's awesome too. Faithful and amazing, charismatic, confident, consistent and fear conqueror, mentor, visionary, joyful and contagious, manifest hard, fierce believer in big dreams, unstoppable, jumps without looking, promotes positivity, compassionate and fierce. Okay, awesome. There's so many. I would encourage you to find the joy and the energy in yourself by pausing for a moment when you read this to yourself, and what do you land on that day? What do you land on? What speaks to you more than maybe one other day? And use that to fuel your continued use of this as a tool that helps you to step into yourself. We have so much exciting stuff coming. I'm excited for the bingo and for everything that is